what do you guys do that's unique or maybe common to create ideal account profiles so that you're targeting the best businesses that are in market today?
So first and foremost, it all comes from strategy, and the strategy is informed with data. At first, when we were building, the only insight we had was kind of solving for the problem from the original founder and our product team. But as we started selling and started figuring out that there were some diversified customer bases, we can start to take a look at the existing customer base, segment that out, look for some patterns. And we find some patterns along a couple dimensions: account size, obviously where they're located. It's easier to facilitate and transact business in, say, certain markets for us. Thirdly is taking a look at the personas. So job titles is another way of figuring out who is talking to us. And then from there, we're working with the sales team to understand, how kind of low or high are we entering the organization, and then how long does that take for us to get to a deal with a customer. So from that feedback, we're allowed to then hypothesize what makes sense to us, and we've kind of triangulated around a couple things. Core industries, and industries as measured by a couple of dimensions: win rate on the opportunity basis. Second, gross and net retention. So it's not enough to just win a customer, but do they stick around? And then secondly, how long do they stick around? Do they expand with us? And so what we find in certain industries is they go from $1 down to, say 70 or 80 cents, and they move up to $1.10, $1.20. That tells us that within that segmentation of that industry, we can start to take a little bit more insight. Now, industry and persona, employee count, that's going to be your firmographic data. We also layer on some complementary technologies that help us embed and get stickier into those accounts. So technographic data is really helpful as well. Over time, what we're hoping for is figuring out, what are some of the hidden values or traits that customers exhibit with us that we can't see from any third-party vendor. And so that's where we start to get a little creative, and hopefully we can merge that data set into, what we're looking at to target and retarget prospects.